Good Monday morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are out a little bit outside my territory today. We are up near a little town in North Carolina called Roseboro. Anybody's familiar with that place? Very small town. And got a lady, she emailed me and came up here, looked at the job, and we're gonna be doing some day rate work for her. It's about a 2-hour drive from where I'm at in Myrtle Beach, but she was willing to pay a little bit extra for me to for the 4-hour round trip. So we're up here working. So probably gonna, my parents who live up near Apex, North Carolina, they're like an hour away. They're out of town today, but they're gonna let me stay in the house tonight. So instead of hauling all the way back down with this machine late tonight, I'm just gonna run up there, stay the night, come back. We'll get this thing tomorrow. That's kind of the game plan. But we have got a lot of mulching work to do here today. So let's take a look at what we got, and then we'll get to grinding. All right, got the ASV with the TMC Kinsella mulcher head out here. Again, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys see what you, or if you like what you see with this mulcher head, please contact my friends over at CCE Equipment. They will be happy to hook you up with one of these mulcher heads for a skid steer, PTO tractor, excavator, mini excavator. They got a whole line of these things in stock. So what we've got here, this is the first kind of phase of this job. We're in the backfield. This is sort of the backfield here, and then there's like a creek that, where you see all those trees right there, there's a creek that goes through there. We're gonna be doing a bunch of mulching over there. But this backfield, the lady, she wants to get rid of all these standing trees out here, mostly a lot of Bradford pears and junk. So we're just gonna go through this section right here, these gums, a couple of gums in here, and just grind, pancake all this down. Now all this broom straw, we're not messing with any of that. We don't have to grind the whole field. She just wants these big trees gone. She has a bush hog that can take care of the rest of this. So that's the first part of this job. So and she wants to clear this out so she can have better visibility from the other hill over there, because that's a valley, and then it goes back on the other side, because she's had some people back here. She told me, and I don't know if she have any reason to lie about this, but it seems like some people are trying to get her off her property. Maybe they've maybe kind of been back here and maybe fired off some shots towards her way, and you know, I don't know. I don't see any reason why she would lie about that, but she wants to have some better visibility out here, so I don't blame her for that. So we're gonna grind some stuff down. So let's get this started. All right, that's going pretty good so far. Got those few trees knocked down, so that's going really good. I sharpened the teeth on Friday, and I also turned up the RPM on the mulcher just a little bit. So I gave it like 2 turns, so I think I'm getting about another extra 300 RPM out of the head. So she seems to be cutting really good with that, so let's continue to just grind this stuff up.
working down this brush line. We have got a good bit done so far. I'm happy with the progress. Just got through talking to the owner for a minute here. Got a tree branch above me over there scratching at the machine. you can get behind it and cut it in the direction that it's growing, it's really easy. But if you're trying to go against the grain or to the side of it, it can kind of be a pain in the butt. Oh, and look. Oh my gosh. This is getting ridiculous. Oh, get off. About sun glare. If you're not in the sun glare, the windshield doesn't look dirty, but as soon as you get into that sun glare, every little thing that's on the windshield just kind of comes to light, literally. And it makes the windshield look a lot dirtier than what it actually really is.
Okay, everybody, that's it for today. We are done with this for now. We got a lot done. Let me walk out here really quick. I was gonna take out the rest of the trees back here in the field, but she wanted me to just spend most of the time cleaning all this up. So we basically came all the way from over there, worked that whole corner over there, came around, worked all of that, and worked all of this. And if I had to guess, you combine all of this up together, and it's probably close to an acre. Maybe not quite, but very close, in some really thick stuff. This whole corner right here, this side through this corner, it was so thick I couldn't see through it. I didn't know what I was mulching. And I was literally, you couldn't see that far in front of the mulcher. This stuff was so thick. This privet just grows out of control sometimes. And it literally just kind of grows on top of it. And then it's real bad about getting vines going through it, which makes it even thicker. And so, but we got a lot of this cut back, and then once I made this corner here, I started working my way back down and started trying to work this corner out, because the sunlight was out here and that's where the privet was the thickest. But if you walk back in here, this opens up really nicely in here. You can see back here where there wasn't much sunlight. This is starting to open up into a nice little hardwood forest back here, and it is just super pretty. This is beautiful in here. So this looks really nice in here, getting all this cleaned up. So very happy with that so far. Big old dead pine right there, but there's some really pretty trees in here. We can get all this privet and junk cut down and open this up. This will turn into a really nice area, make it look nice. So hopefully we'll be back soon. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I got to get the machine cleaned up. It's an absolute mess. When I got down into here, it got really dusty, and you know, it just kind of tends to happen in these hardwood forests. So, but TMC did a great job, 120 did a great job, and couldn't be happier with that setup, coming in here and doing this kind of work. The TMC was great for like those more open areas, but once you kind of get down in here, thinning out some of these hardwoods, the pre-noth tends to be a little bit better, just because it's a narrower mulching head and it weaves through these trees and stuff a little bit easier. But TMC still did a great job in here. It's not too dense in here to be able to work your way through. So all right, well, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I got another little mulching job tomorrow, so we got to get back. Got to go 2 hours up the road to get back home and get the machine ready for that job tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.